China lodges fresh WTO complaint over U.S. tariffs imposed by Trump administration. On Wednesday, China submitted a new grievance to the World Trade Organization, WTO, criticizing the United States tariffs on Chinese goods, which Beijing described as irresponsible and a risk to global trade stability. In a statement to the WTO, shared with Reuters by China's mission in Geneva, Beijing expressed serious concern and strong opposition to what it labeled as a dangerous escalation. The move comes after U.S. President Donald Trump's administration implemented sweeping tariffs, including a significant 104% duty on imports from China, fueling an intensifying trade conflict. Trump has justified the tariffs as necessary to address the U.S.'s substantial trade deficits, particularly with China, which holds the largest surplus in trade with the United States. In response, China raised its tariffs on American products to 84%, up from a previous 34%. Meanwhile, the European Union is set to introduce its own retaliatory tariffs, primarily 25%, in the coming week. Though China reiterated its opposition to trade wars, it emphasized its commitment to safeguarding its legitimate rights and interests. Beijing also accused Washington of violating WTO guidelines and undermining the rules-based global trading system. It urged the WTO Secretariat to evaluate the tariffs' global trade impacts and share the findings with its members. Imposing reciprocal tariffs will not resolve trade imbalances. They will ultimately prove self-damaging, especially for the U.S., China's statement asserted. During the WTO's meeting on trade and goods held Wednesday in Geneva, representatives from 20 member nations, including Canada, Switzerland, and the EU, voiced concerns about the economic disruption caused by escalating tariffs. Some argued that the U.S. actions contradict core WTO principles, warning of increased costs, disrupted supply chains, and negative consequences for both developed and developing nations. Following China's announcement of its new tariffs, global financial markets saw a sharp decline, with U.S. stock index futures dropping significantly. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent downplayed China's response, calling it a losing strategy for Beijing. According to a WTO official speaking to Reuters, this new filing builds on an earlier complaint China submitted on April 4, initiating a formal dispute process. If the parties cannot resolve the issue within 60 days through consultations, China may seek adjudication from the WTO's dispute settlement body.